As another day dawns on the people of Britain, the nation's heroes prepare for a day of fighting for honesty, quality, integrity for you. This is Consumer Crusaders. This week, Techno Girl is joined by Mr. Smallprint and Dr. Byways in the retail warehouse of justice. What horrendous hoodwinking will our heroes encounter today?
Sorry guys, no time for pleasantries. There is urgent work to be done today. Reports have been coming in thick and fast of scams, shams, and shockingly poor customer service. Your missions are being sent through now, so good luck, and let's hope we can bring these scoundrels to justice.
Last time I was here, you may remember Dell recalled 4.1 million laptop batteries. This week it was Apple's turn in the doghouse. The company announced it was recalling nearly 2 million laptop computer batteries out of concern that they may overheat and catch fire. The problem of exploding gadgets has been festering for quite some time now. The same technology used in both Apple and Dell laptops is used in most of the gadgets that we have at home today, and almost all of them are just as likely, under certain circumstances, to catch fire. Many different items have been recalled in recent months over concerns about dangerous batteries. During that time, there have been nearly 200 reported incidents of fires and explosions resulting from battery failure. All of these recalls involve lithium-ion rechargeable batteries, which now are industry standard because of their ability to yield high power in small spaces. It's that concentration of power which makes these batteries more dangerous. I spoke to a specialist energy analyst who said, lithium is highly volatile. These lithium battery packs equal power into a space almost 3 times as small as the older ones. So why are we still using these batteries? I'm going to hunt them down and find out.
Meanwhile, Smallprint Man gets to work on a new case of dastardly deception.
Oh, I can't say I've had much experience with many beauty products, but fear not, that won't stop me from seeking honesty and fairness in the beauty empire. I was troubled the literal lengths advertisers will go to convince you good people that their new range is the bee's knees. I think it's time to use the magnifying glass of clarity to find out the powder-covered truth that will make even the most preened of companies' executives blush. Here we see the Dove campaign for real beauty, featuring so-called regular women, love handles and all. And this image has indeed been retouched. Holy hypocritical discovery! This problem not only concerns false advertising, but surely it's women's self-esteem as well. And good golly, Rimmel and L'Oreal are at it too. I've got to get out to the street and speak to you good people.
Back in the secret lair of Dr. Byways is... Oh wait, where is he?
Nearly there. Do not fear. I am here to help you with your retail woes.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Byways. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come.
Oh, your thanks are not necessary. So what dastardly plot have you fallen ill of?
Well, I ordered some clothing off Hollister's website, and everything was fine with them. Apart from after their first washing, 2 of the garments shrunk at least a full size. And it was strange because neither of the item descriptions or the care tags warned about any potential shrinkage.
So what did you do? Did you send them back?
Well, I did, Doctor, and even though I promptly returned the defective items with the invoice and a letter clearly explaining the problem, my return was not accepted and my items sent back.
That's terrible. What ludicrous explanation did they come up with?
Well, I was confused because Hollister's policy clearly states that they'd be happy to help and refund or exchange any item in original condition with an invoice and to give them a call and they'd be happy to help. But as you know, my return was not accepted. They said because I'd washed the items and they'd shrunk, they were no longer in original condition, even though it wasn't my fault. Here's the letter they sent back to me.
Hollister will not and cannot exchange or return your items because the products are no longer in their original condition.
And when I gave them a call, I didn't get an answer, I just got an automated voice telling me to email them and then hanging up.
That's a shocking way to treat your customers.
Oh gosh, Dr. Byways, please help. I don't know what to do. I can't afford to throw away my money on items like this. They may as well have stolen my money.
Do not fear. It is my job being Dr. Byways to help you out and bring justice to the world.
Godspeed, Dr. Byways. We'll catch up with your mission later. In the meantime, Techno Girl, as successful as ever, has brought in a safety expert for questioning on those seemingly lethal batteries.
Joining me here is the Director of Consumer Product Safety Commission, Richard Stern. The CPSC is in charge of protecting the public from unreasonable risks of injury from thousands of types of consumer products. Thank you for coming in and agreeing to talk to us today. So, Mr. Stern, first of all, why are these batteries being used?
To meet consumer demand for smaller, more powerful products, companies add a little more risk to the product. In this growing technological market, companies have no choice but to use these batteries so users can have the maximum battery life in the smallest package.
You say little risk, Mr. Stern. How little is this risk? I mean, the batteries are catching fire.
When explosions have occurred, they were likely to be the result of a perfect storm, combining consumer neglect and manufacturing flaws. The average person using a computer at home is not in mortal danger, but manufacturers still have the safety circuits to prevent fires.
So, if these safety circuits are in place, why are the fires still happening?
Well, there could be a number of reasons. When a battery catches fire, usually several things have to go wrong, including the failure of one of these security systems. Although, among the necessary failures is human error. Proper venting is necessary to allow a hot battery to release extra energy, and battery manufacturers warn consumers not to cover vents.
It sounds to me like you're shifting the blame here, Mr. Stern.
No, as I said before, in cases where these batteries do explode, many things must go wrong. I think heat is the main culprit.
So what can we do to help prevent these incidents in products our viewers may own?
In addition to keeping gadgets properly vented, you must pay close attention to gadgets after they are dropped. This can be the reason behind some of the incidents. If something has gone wrong, the gadget will swell or start to become hot within around 40 seconds. Don't simply pick up a dropped item. I mean, for a really cautious user, then I suggest not using and charging a gadget at the same time.
So there's nothing that can be done about it then? Isn't that a cop-out, Mr. Stern?
Consumers need to take care with their products and make sure they aren't going to overheat.
I guess we all have to be more careful when using our technology. I know I love my gadgets, so I think it's definitely worthwhile to keep them and ourselves safe. Your honesty is commendable, Mr. Stern. Thank you for coming in. But to all the other gadget companies out there, remember, we're watching.
Now, back to Mr. Smallprint, who appears to be doing a spot of shopping.
Right, so what do you think about this picture, although it is photoshopped?
Well, I'm tempted to say, upon first impressions, it's not Photoshop.
It even says, doesn't it, in the small print,
Yeah.
this advert may be photoshopped. It is wrong, but they do tell people.
It's not obviously airbrushed from the beginning, so I think it's a good idea, but it's quite shocking to know that it's airbrushed and stuff.
This is a picture of Cheryl Cole, obviously.
Yeah.
This is a hair advert, but it's actually, she's wearing fake hair. Do you think that's wrong?
Yeah, probably.
We would rather people have real hair,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
This is a mascara advert and she's wearing fake eyelashes. Do you think that's wrong or right?
It's not proven that that's what you're going to look like.
I'd be very annoyed. I mean, it's beautiful eyes. I'd expect to have that myself.
Now, back to Mr. Smallprint, who appears to be doing...
Hey, did you hear what Captain Cahoots uncovered last week? A whole host of scam websites selling tickets to this summer's hottest festivals.
Luckily, he managed to cut them down in their stride before they could rip off any more of our fine, upstanding citizens.
And the best news is that Hayley Clement, one of those ripped-off customers, has since contacted us to say that after the court case we mentioned last week, she and many other customers who bought tickets through niftytickets.net have all been refunded and awarded compensation.
Success! Eureka! I've got it!
OK, I guess he's made some sort of progress in the case of the shrinking clothes.
Well, since being here last, I've enlisted the help of your credit card company and disputed the charge to Hollister. But those scoundrels wouldn't give in, and even with your credit card help, all they would say was no, no, no. But do not worry, I will keep on at these pests, and for your own help, I might be able to get your shirt back into its original size.
Oh, that would be great, but just how is that possible?
Well, I might have to just say that it might not always work depending on what material you've used. so we'll give it a go. But first, we need to get a bowl of water at room temperature, and we need to get some shampoo, hair conditioner, and use 2 or maybe 3 squeezes of conditioner. We'll let it soak for 5 to 10 minutes and do what you want with it. When that's hopefully done, we lay it on a towel. We don't want to get everything messy. And then we start to stretch it out a bit. So, what do you think?
Oh, that's great, Doctor. Thank you so much. I can now wear this T-shirt with pride.
I've been sifting through all the problems you've posted this week via Twitter. And now I don't always have time to get back to you straight away. I promise I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Now, looking at the problems this week, there seems to be a lot to do with online purchases. Stuff that maybe you've bought and isn't quite what you expected, or other deceptive practices like that. Many of your complaints are about the online buying and selling site, eBay. Here are some of the problems that you tweeted.
Joshua Barrett said, I bought a used but 100% working phone for £200 on eBay last week. After a few days it started turning off and not charging properly. The seller wants nothing to do with it and eBay won't help me. I feel completely cheated. What should I do?
We've had several complaints similar to this and about the buyer protection policy, so don't worry, you're not alone. Now, because this is such a large issue involving a lot of in-depth investigation, I sent out Mr. Smallprint. I want to reassure all the people involved in this that we're going to do as much digging as possible. And if anyone else out there has experienced anything similar, don't hesitate to get in contact with us on our free phone number 0800 765 244. Let's see how we got on.
Buying over the internet is common practice in today's society, but what problems do consumers face? Surely if we choose a trustworthy vendor, we don't have to worry. Or do we? Who is more established online than eBay? After receiving letters, emails and tweets from all of our several consumers, and confusion about your safety is mounting. I have read through the eBay's protection policy and to really find out what's going on and if buyers really are covered and if they are safe. There are somewhat key sections I think need close inspection here from the conditions under which the case can be filed. If any of these apply, then you may be able to file a case. If you do not receive the item within 3 days of the estimated delivery time provided on the transaction order details page, or you received an item that was significantly different from the one that was described, or you receive an item that was broken or did not work as described. First of all, it's essential that you contact the seller. It could be that they're happy to refund you, in which case, problem solved. If not, you need to open a case against them. To open a case, all you need to do is go to the help page on eBay and choose an option. Choose the option Resolution Centre, then tick which problem you're having. Just after that, tick which item it is you would like to open a case about and proceed on the next page to tell eBay about the problem, because eBay won't be happy. Enter your details, click continue, and voila! The case is open. Now we've listed a link to this tutorial on our website along with the guide on how to stay safe while shopping online. And unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this week.
Thanks for joining me, Techno Girl, and my 2 fellow superheroes, Dr. Bizewise and Mr. Smallprint. If you've been affected by any of the issues in today's programme, don't hesitate to get in contact.
If you have an issue you would like us to investigate, as always, we will do everything we can help. See you again soon.
Wait! More consumers need help. Don't worry, no fear, we're on the way!